tornado forming. Tornado forming.
Subscribe your channel.
We could be everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be everything that we want.
What is up, you guys, and welcome back to another weekly vlog. This week, my challenge was staying on task. I feel like I have been wondering if I am struggling with ADD or ADHD because of my inability to really stay focused on the task at hand. And I feel like God answered this question for me in a very interesting way. Not only was staying on task my goal for the week, but in a lot of ways, in my dreams and just in my different day-to-day activities, I feel like God was dealing with my inner child and me all at the same time. Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. I'm kind of in a little bit of a hurry because I have a YouTube event. It is actually a pre-screening for Wicked Forever, and I'm gonna take my daughter to the screening with me. She has no idea. I told her I was taking her and it was gonna be a surprise, but she actually has, oh no, I need to curl this part again. She actually has no idea. Let's go in the bathroom. She actually has no idea. I just told her I had a surprise for her. And the cool thing about this is, obviously, if you guys have been following me for a while, then you know I used to do stuff like this all the time when I lived in LA. But I kind of felt like I was missing out when I moved to Houston because they didn't really have a lot of events like that out here. So this is actually my first time getting invited to an event like that out here, which I think is really cool. I hope that they start to do more events. I really hope they start to do more events like this out here, because that was like the one thing that was so sad for me leaving LA. So anyways, she is on her way home. My husband actually picks her up from school, so she should be here shortly. And then we got a jet because the screening is, it's not too far, but I don't know what traffic is gonna be like. So I'm just kind of like trying to leave early because I would rather get there. Gosh, why is this not curling? I would rather get there a little bit early. I'd rather get there a little bit early than super late, because I don't know what the setup is going to be like. I don't think it's going to be anything like the ones I've gone to. Oh, that is like such a, what the heck? Hold on, let's figure this out. Okay, there we go. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. I don't think it's gonna be anything like the ones in LA, because the ones in LA were pretty extravagant, especially with the ones being at like Paramount Studios. Like all the ones at Paramount Studios were more or less like the same. So I don't really think these are gonna be like that, but it should be fun because I think this one is at an actual movie theater. So the one that I think this is gonna be, most similar to is when I went to the Beetlejuice one. I think that's kind of what this one is gonna be like, because that one was also at a movie theater downtown in LA. So I think it's gonna be a similar vibe to that. So it's been raining on and off today, so me trying to wear my hair straight in any form almost seems diabolical, but you know, we move. We're gonna try anyway and hope for the best. But I'm wearing the outfit that I actually posted on Shorts, because I really just did that outfit because I thought of it and I wanted to see what it looked like, and perfect, because it's the perfect outfit for this event. So I'm wearing the top from Zara, my Free People. Let me put you down a little bit. We'll do a full outfit when I get in the living room, but I'm wearing my Free People barrel jeans with the stars. I'm gonna wear my cream like little ankle boots because they're comfortable. I'm gonna wear my little jacket because it's normally cold in a theater. Plus it's been dropping and getting real cold out here at night lately, so that'll be that. Let me get my outfit together and then we'll talk about it. Okay, I don't have time to get my ring light out because I put it away, but same outfit as you guys saw on the YouTube short, like exactly the same, except for this outfit. I'm wearing my new belt that I got from Thrift, and then I'm wearing my Quince bag, which I think just goes perfectly with this outfit. I'm giving very monochromatic look. This bag actually feels a little bit too heavy. I need to see what I could take out of it. I do have my DJI, which is what I'm gonna be filming on because I don't want to take my big camera. What do we got in here? Oh, you know what? This, I need to take this out. It'd be so heavy. It's just nothing but coins. Oh yeah. Okay, that was the ticket. So this is my total outfit. And yeah, so I think my daughter probably just pulled up. I need to get her ready because she's coming literally straight from school. So she's probably looking like a kid who's been outside, you know? So I'm gonna refresh her edges and everything, and then we're gonna get out of here and I'm gonna start filming on my DJI. Believe it or not, one of my favorite movies growing up was The Wizard of Oz. I saw the original Wizard of Oz first, and then after I saw that, I really became obsessed with The Wiz, the Michael Jackson version. So being able to take my daughter to this movie as part of this YouTube event was really special because these are experiences that not all kids get to have, and I'm happy that I am able to give her these unique experiences that I know she'll remember when she gets older. I couldn't really film a lot while I was there because the movie wasn't released yet, so there was no filming in the theater or anything like that. And then they did start a little bit late, so we were probably about 20 to 30 minutes behind schedule when we got there. You guys, I fear I've raised a privileged child who thinks stuff like this is normal. She's gone to 2 of these with me in LA.
What? What other one?
Remember Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, I remember that one.
And then Transformers.
Oh, Transformers, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So now she thinks things like this is normal. I don't know if I should be worried or not. My husband said, good luck to her future husband. Crazy.
He didn't say that.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
He did.
When?
Just a second ago when you were in there. I told
didn't
him.
hear him.
Yeah, but he said it. All right, let's see how far away. I think it's about 30 minutes-ish. Provided traffic is not going to be terrible. Assuming there's no traffic, we'll get there a little bit early. That way I have some time to catch my breath. So we are off. See you guys when we get there. You guys, we're here. It's actually kind of sad. My Osmo didn't really charge that well, so we're going to be vlogging from the phone, but it looks like we're here just a little bit early. So yeah, you want to go to the fountain? Yeah. All right.
I'm really on fire tonight. Can't nobody hold me down. I'm doing whatever now. Ain't got no time to fight. I'm talking way too loud. And if you don't like the sound, you could just tune it out.
Okay, so we're a little bit early. We're still waiting for YouTube to come out and get us. But there's also another AKA event out here, so we don't really know. I don't really know who's here for YouTube and who's not, but the AKAs are very obvious because they're pink and green. And then they have this, who remembers the episode of the Kardashians where they had this in there? The proto.
Who you rooting for? They say whatever team that'll win. I say cool, cause it's gonna be whichever one I'm in. Yeah, I'm good like that. Yeah, I'm good like that. Who you rooting for? They say whatever team that'll win. I say cool, cause it's gonna be whichever one I'm in. Yeah, I'm good like that. Yeah, I'm good like that. Telling you that I might never go to sleep, stay up all night, doing just what I like. No more hoping, no, I'm right like this. I don't lie like this. I'm on fire like this. This, yeah. Him and her and they don't know that they looking over here, they giving me a stare like I could. Like I could. No.
You might be wondering how this has anything to do with my inner child. I notice when I go to certain events, there are certain types of people that are drawn to me. I make friends with people from all walks of life, people you would never even expect me to actually have anything in common with. And when I began to ask the Lord, like, why is it that you are drawing these kind of people to me, people that others would judge, but I'm not judging anybody. And, I kind of felt like the Lord was dealing with the way that I felt when I was younger, because when I was younger, I really felt like an outsider and like I didn't ever really truly belong anywhere. And I started to realize that I would adapt to whatever environment I was in just so that I would be accepted. Now that I have a little bit more of a firmer grasp on who I am, I do tend to attract people who have aspects of who I used to be, but also aspects of, like things that I admire. I really admire people who can be who they are 100% in their fullness, even though who they are may not be popular, and I respect that, because it's not always easy to stand on what you believe or who you are when everybody is telling you it's wrong. I really feel like I identify with a person who feels like an outsider, and in a lot of ways, whether they realize it or not, I think that is what they are attracted to when it comes to dealing with me.
Let's talk about the importance of choices. I had a dream I was in this house. It wasn't my house, but I had been invited, and the house was actually pretty beautiful. I noticed in the house there were all of these different doorways that led to other rooms, but one thing that stood out to me is that for every room, there was pretty much more than one way to get in and out. So as I'm in this house, I start to feel this sense of urgency to leave. And it feels like, although I was invited in, whoever invited me in actually didn't want me to leave. But I felt like staying put me in danger. Now, I wasn't fearful and I wasn't scared, but there was this sense of urgency that no, you kind of need to leave now though. So as I thought about how I would leave, it felt as though the people who had invited me in knew that I had a desire to go. And at that point, they were trying to do what they could to stop me. I remember navigating through all of the different rooms because I was trying to figure out how to get out of the house, because again, this was a house I had never been to before, and it had a lot of different doorways. And my purse was somewhere in this house, and in that purse were my car keys. So I'm navigating in and out of the rooms until I finally come across my purse. You see, I had somehow navigated my way back through the house to where I had started and set down my purse, where I had initially come in. So I find my purse and I navigate to another room that has a side door, and I use this key to unlock the door, go out, and then when I go out of the door, I turn around and use that same key to lock the door so that it's actually locked from the outside. So whoever was behind me trying to follow me out that door couldn't get out that door anymore because I had locked it. As I'm outside of this house, I start jogging to my car, and all of a sudden, I have a baby in my hands. And I'm running to my car with this baby. And I know that these people are navigating through the house and trying to figure out a way to chase me and this baby to keep us from leaving. And I get to my car. Now, luckily, the way that my car and my keys were set up, as soon as I got near my car, it automatically unlocked because I had my keys on me. So I get in the car, I set the baby in the back seat, and the baby is old enough to talk and put on his seatbelt because I told him to put on his seatbelt, but he was still wearing a diaper and the diaper was soaking wet. And I remember thinking to myself, he needs to be changed, but I have to wait to change him until we get to a more safe place, right? So I told him to put on his seatbelt and I started the car and we're off. We were able to escape. This dream got me to thinking about choices, right? 'Cause doorways are choices. And this house had a lot of different doorways that led to other rooms. And this is a lot of times how choices work, right? We have multiple choices that we can make, and each choice that we make leads to a certain place. It leads us down a certain path, might put us off into a side room. We might have to stay there for a while. But either way, every single time we walk through a door, it's either going to delay us or move us forward really quickly. These are how choices work. I also thought about the fact that even though I came to the house alone, I left with a baby who needed to be changed. This represents the choice that I made to go into this place, but also the strategic nature of God, because by my choices, which God knew I would make, God allowed me to save someone who needed to be saved. I didn't know that I was going there for that person. However, once I got there, I was able to help. I'm gonna set you guys right here. Something I think about a lot is how our choices shape the choices we make in the future. I think back to some of the heartbreak I've had to endure, especially as it pertains to friendships, right? I've dealt with some heartbreaks in friendships, and some have affected me a lot more than others. And although I might, in my view, think that a person is making a bad choice, in their eyes, it's the right one. Although I might think it's the wrong choice and it's the right one in their eyes, the choice is still like a chess move that God uses to move us forward. I think about free will. And imagine that the word says God knows the end from the beginning. Let me put this in perspective so you can imagine it for yourself. Or I'll give you the example of my life so you can understand what I mean. Going through that friendship heartbreak, right before I went through it, God showed me that the person I was dealing with would eventually come to the knowledge of the truth, right? I wouldn't stay misunderstood forever. And in my mind, I thought that would be more immediate. I thought that person would see more immediate. To this day, that person still has not seen that I know of, right? But what I think about is how God showed me the end first, so that everything that followed, my heart would stay pure and I would still be able to maintain a deep love for this person, that no choice they made would sway me from that love, right? But also, going through that, the Lord was teaching me how to forgive actively, like how to actively forgive every single time something happened that made me want to be angry or made me want to be mad or made me want to be sad, right? Every single time something happened, I would remember the promise that God gave me, that, but they will see, you know? And that promise that God gave me from the start has kept me through this entire process. It's kept me having a clean heart. It's kept me having a right spirit. Meditating on God's word has kept my mind renewed. And because of that, what would happen next with my father being in the hospital and everything that I would find out, it helped me. That situation that I went through that I felt was wrong in my eyes, but right in the sight of theirs, literally going through that kept me when I was in the situation with my father, because I had to actively forgive him over and over and over again as he laid in a hospital bed and couldn't even explain himself. You know, it helped me deal with a sister that I didn't even know, a sister I had just met. It kept my heart clean. It kept my heart pure. It kept my mind renewed. It kept my spirit right. And if you were to tell me back then, I'm going to need you to go through this because it's going to be helpful for you, I don't think I would have understood exactly how important it was to go through it. However, knowing what I know now, and even knowing all of the heartbreak and the pain with the friendships and losing my father and dealing with this sister and all of these secrets and all of these things coming out, right? I see now, and I'm not even at the end, but at the point I am now, I see the purpose of that thing that if I had no knowledge of how I would need it, there's no way that I would actually want to go through it. And even now, it's like as hard as it was, I would go through it all over again because I understand the importance of that situation and how I needed it to happen in order to be able to endure. Because of that, I'm able to maintain a perspective and a view still of loving people even through their mistakes, because I make mistakes. And I hope that people would love me through my mistakes because we're all just doing the best that we can. I know that when we make mistakes, there's a lot of factors that are involved, and it's not this thing where we're trying to mess up on purpose and we're trying to harm and hurt people on purpose, but sometimes we're just doing the best that we can to manage. When I think about this dream and how a series of choices led me to this baby that I got out of this house who needed to be changed, I think about how God uses every single choice that we make for good, even if it seems like a bad choice at the time. This is where you kind of realize the goodness of God and how great God is, because we have free will. Imagine a chessboard, and there's certain moves that each piece is supposed to make, but our free will allows us to break all of the rules and do whatever we want. But even with breaking the rules of this game of life that's chess, right? God still wins. Like, how crazy is it that God can still win, even though he's given us the free will to break all of the rules and play it however we want? But he uses our free will and our choices like it's all a part of the plan. He already knows exactly how we're going to break the rules. He already knows exactly how we're going to exercise our free will. And in that, he still comes out victorious because he works all things for our good. A lot of people have that question of, like, if God is all knowing and all powerful and this, that, and the third, why do these bad things happen? Why does this happen? Why does that happen? And the answer to that question is because we have free will. He allows us the free will to break every single rule that he's placed because he's a loving God and he's not forcing us to love him. He's not forcing us to want a relationship with him. A really good example of this would be, imagine that you were with a partner who cheated on you, but they kept the fact that they cheated on you from you. They would be robbing you of the choice to stay or go because they're keeping things from you, right? But if that information comes out, like they cheated on you, or you had a friend who was talking bad behind your back, or just any number of situations where somebody's being deceptive, right? Knowing that information gives you the knowledge to make an informed decision. God gives us all the information that we need, all the experiences that we need to make an informed decision of choosing him. He's not going to withhold and deceive us just so we choose him. So people have the free will to make bad choices. They have the free will to break the rules. They have the free will to break the law. There are consequences for exercising your will in that way. However, God is not going to force us to do the right thing. He's just going to allow us to see the consequences of our actions so we can make a choice of if we want to do the right thing or if we want to do the wrong thing. And even in all of that free will and even in all of that choice, he still works it for our good and for our benefit, because there's certain things that you learn through your bad choices, through your terrible decisions. And then you make an informed decision. Well, this is how that worked out for me last time. Let me make a better choice this time. And that's the importance of a choice. Think Jacob and Esau. Esau sold his birthright for food, right? That was his choice. However, I was just reading a scripture in Joshua about everything that Jacob and Esau went on to have a particular inheritance, a particular land, whatever the case may be. But Jacob then went on to have to endure all of these things. Jacob had the free will to break the rules and exercise his free will to steal his brother's birthright, right? But There were a series of choices that happened, a series of things he had to endure because of his choice. However, God still worked it for the good, because think of everything that came through the line of Jacob. I say all that to say, oftentimes when we make bad choices, the devil wants to make us feel shame, wants to make us feel embarrassed and down on ourselves and critique and criticize ourselves because we've made the wrong choice. Sometimes we are paralyzed and frozen in fear of making the wrong choice. So we don't move and we stay stuck. But the truth of the matter is, you have to keep moving forward. You have to pray about it, and you have to do your best to make whatever choice you think is best in that moment. Because no matter what choice you make, if your heart is in the right place, God will work everything out for your good. He can course correct on the way while you're still walking. You might make a choice to go left when really you should have gone right. But then he's like, well, you know what? There's this person, if they go left, that if I connect them, they can have a conversation, they can communicate, they can talk, and a lot of good can come out of these two meetings. So you know what? I'm going to work this for both of their goods. I'm going to go ahead and let them take that detour, and I'm going to have them pick up this person on the way, and then I'm going to course correct to get them to go back in this right direction. That's kind of how choices in life works. Yes, they are important, but don't ever be stuck and paralyzed by fear and choose not to make a choice at all, because not choosing is still a choice. You're just going to be stuck. You move forward and understand that God works all things for your good. Don't feel shame because you make the wrong choices. You just learn from them, you course correct, but don't allow people to make you feel shame and embarrassment and make you feel less than because you made a bad decision, because we all make bad decisions. You just have to be able to learn from them so that they can benefit you and work for your good. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that helps. So yeah, look at me. I look a mess, but it's the revelation I got in this moment, and I knew it would come out best if I just spoke it in the moment. So I hope that helps somebody out there. Move forward even when you don't exactly know what to do. You do your best, you make a choice, and whatever happens next will always work for your good. Your heart's going to be in the right place. Your heart has to be in the right place. We all fall short, but luckily we have a God who course corrects. So love you guys. When I get dressed a little bit later, we're going to talk about the whole Wicked movie showing and that event. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys about that in a minute. I'm just going to finish my coffee, and obviously I would like to not look like this. So I'll talk to you guys later.
I feel so grateful that God speaks to me in a way that he knows that I will truly grasp it and understand what he's saying. And even if I don't always understand everything or every single layer, I get enough of an understanding to continue to seek him on the matter while unraveling the rest of what it is that he's trying to tell me. And I had a dream this week of my daughter, actually. And I remember in the dream, I was a little bit concerned because I'm like, gosh, should I be aware? Is this about my daughter? I was a little concerned. And then when I was talking to my mom about the dream, she told me, you know what? I think that dream is about you. And she was like, this is just my opinion. I'm not saying that somebody's telling me this or God's telling me this, but I just really feel like that dream is about you. And she said it a second time, literally a few hours later, maybe the next day when I was talking to her about it. And even though she felt like it was just her opinion, I do feel like the Holy Spirit was speaking to me through her, and she just felt like maybe it was her opinion, but I think she was right. And the second I started to think about what she was saying, I started to put some pieces together, and I'm like, you know what? I think she might be right, because in the dream, my daughter had a friend who had the same name as a friend that I had, when I was younger. And the situation had a lot to do with identity. So when I started to look at the dream from that perspective, I started to get a lot of insight into the start of the conversation that God was trying to have with me. And then the next day, I had a dream where my daughter was in it again. And in this dream, it was very obvious that my daughter was my inner child. And it really kind of made me sad a little bit, because it made me realize that I was dealing with a lot of old thinking, like old ways of thinking and old perspectives. But also it was in this dream that God showed me what that ADD like behavior was stemming from. Okay, you guys, so I am dressed. I am headed to Tony's Italian Deli. I think that's what it's called. It's actually a pretty viral sandwich shop out here. They have the most amazing sandwiches. Oh my goodness. I've tried them before. My parents have not, so I'm taking them over there. And I'm like starving. I haven't eaten yet. It's probably about maybe close to 2 almost. So by the time we get there, it'll probably be between 2:30 and 3. I cannot wait to eat. I am so hungry, but this is the outfit. I'm wearing the sweat shorts that I cut, obviously. You guys saw me do this if you have been keeping up with the vlogs. I have on this white Zara bodysuit. I have on my Margiela Reeboks, and then I have on my Quince bag, which I've been wearing nonstop. And then I have the Quince Cashmere cardigan sweater on over this. You guys are not going to see this video in time, so hopefully you were watching YouTube Shorts, but they are doing a pre-Black Friday early access sale, 30% off. I'll put the information in my community tab so you guys can see it, because this video is not going to be out by then. But definitely check them out if you want to get a start on your Christmas shopping, because they make great gifts, and I still cannot believe they're able to offer the items at the price that they do, because the quality is unmatched. It's actually insane. So I am gonna get in the car, and actually I need to figure out if it's closer if my parents meet me here or if I meet them there. Let me do a little bit of research, because I forgot where I went, and figure out if I should pick them up or if they should meet me here. I told my mom her life is about to be changed by this sandwich. She ain't gonna want to eat nothing else. Type of Italian meat, but I got pepperoni instead. I didn't touch anything. What'd I touch? My mom is a germaphobe.
It's what it is.
Hurry up and eat them. No. Are you going to wait for your sandwich?
Yes.
Okay. Here, I'll just throw it away.
So, because I might need it.
Verdict.
Oh my God, it was so good. I will definitely be back. They give you more than enough.
She told me she was inside. She was all about saving it for the next day. Now she's talking about, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to save it for the next day.
It was that good.
It is really good. This is really good. I'm wearing this Lip Glow Color Reviver Balm from Christian Dior in the shade Pink. It just gives like a nice, natural, healthy glow. I'm also gonna eat some of these Skittles from yesterday's adventures that I never opened. I spilled a whole entire thing of, you know those like crunch bars?
Yeah.
But in the movies, how they have like the box with the
Round balls.
yeah.
Yeah.
I spilled a bunch of them in my purse, and I had to take them out. And I was so happy that I found them, because I was thinking to myself, that's a leather bag. Imagine that they were melted
Yeah.
inside. That one.
That would have been a hot mess.
I don't know.
No pun intended.
When Azzy went to the bathroom, I like leaned down to help put a toilet seat thing on her. I forgot they were in my bag, and they all spilled out
Oh Lord.
all over the floor.
Somebody was like, what is she doing in there?
She crapped crunch chocolate pieces.
Right. That's
All right.
funny.
I'm hoping for no traffic.
Okay, so
Is it the same distance home for you?
let me see. Pretty much 30 minutes.
Okay, so it's just like same direction. I mean, same distance. It just would be backtracking if we.
Yeah.
right, you guys, we're off. Sometimes when I get up in the morning, most times when I get up in the morning, this is what it looks like. I will get up in my mind thinking I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. So I get up, I walk out into the living room, and I wanna make a cup of coffee, but I see all the pillows and everything on my couch are kind of like messed up, or it wasn't like put back the night before. So I go over, I straighten up all the pillows, get everything neat. I then walk into the kitchen because I want to get the creamer and everything for my coffee, but then I notice, gosh, the table needs to be wiped down. So I get everything I need. I'm wiping down the table, cleaning it, making sure the chairs are pushed up to the table and everything looks neat. But while I'm doing that, I look down and I'm like, you know what? This floor could really use a sweep. So I go, I get the broom, I start sweeping. I sweep the floor. Sometimes I think, you know what? I think I want to mop too, so I'll start mopping. And I start mopping and sweeping the floor, and then I finally put everything back. But when I go put everything back, it's back where the cat litter is. So then I look at the cat litter, I'm like, I can kind of smell it. Let me go ahead and make sure it's clean. So I go in there to clean it. Sometimes my cat has peed on the floor outside of the litter, so I have to move everything, and then I'm sweeping and I'm mopping and I'm doing all of these things, right? Finally, I get the litter back in order. Everything is clean. Everything smells fresh. Everything is good. I put everything back. It's been an hour. So I have now been set back an hour when I got up originally thinking I want to make myself some coffee and get started on my day. But my day started off being set back an hour because along the way there were all these different things that caught my attention that I felt like I needed to do right now. And so in my dream, I had overslept. My daughter had overslept. And in my house, there was a lot of like renovation and construction going on. So there's certain parts of the house that I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't know that doorway was there. I didn't know this was there. I didn't know that was there. And in one of the rooms that I didn't know it was something there, I noticed that there were like all of these old things that were left behind by the previous owner. Now, here's the thing. When you come to Christ, you become a new creation. So all of the things that were left behind by the previous owner were still pieces of me. And I looked at those things and saw like, oh my gosh, these things have real value, right? But I also saw some things up there that I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't know this was up here. Like I need to get this out. Like there were 2 dogs and a cat in the attic. And I'm like, how did these get here, right? I stopped because I'm like, I need to get these out of here. So I grab one of the dogs, I go, and I'm trying to figure out, like, long story short, I'm trying to figure out how to get up there, how to get the dogs and the cats and whatever. And I'm taking one of the dogs outside. And by the time I'm back inside the house, I'm like looking down at the time, and it's even later than what it was when I first woke up. And I'm just like, at this point, like, we are so late for work and school that we're gonna end up missing work and school today because now I gotta get all of this stuff done, right? Work is how I feel like my day goes. Like, I need to get this work done, right? But then the school portion of it is all of the learning and life lessons that just going through a day brings. Like, when you go through your day and you live in the moment and you really focus in, you're learning every single day. Like, it's the school of life for a reason, right? So you get up, you work, but you also learn. The inner child part of me was the learning. Like, you come as a child and you learn, right? But then the adult part of me was also like working. Both pieces of me overslept, distracted, sidetracked, all the things. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm being shown that it's all this old stuff that I need to deal with. All of these ways of thinking, all of these habits, all of these patterns that I need to deal with in order to be able to prioritize and focus on my day and make it flow the way that I need to. It's a very interesting thing when God shows you something about yourself, because I gotta be honest, I was sitting here like, do I need like Adderall or something? Because I'm having such a hard time focusing. And this was never me. I used to be able to really focus in on things. I used to be able to read several books a week. I have not been able to get through a book in years, okay? That's how bad my focus has become. And so this is like not normal for me. And I'm like, what is going on? I need to figure out a way to be able to focus. And so the Lord gave me this dream and gave me some revelation about what the reason is, you know, that I'm unable to focus. And it's like, blows my mind, okay? Blows my mind. The fact that God is addressing these old mindsets, these old ways of thinking, addressing my inner child and my adulthood all at the very same time, you know?
The famous gymnastics
Where are you going?
Oh, yeah.
To gymnastics trial.
Gymnastics trial. See if we can find her a gymnastics studio out here. Officially signed up for gymnastics. She has a leotard and everything. I didn't want to film because there was like other like little kids there, but she did amazing. They bumped her up 2 levels because she's just advanced like that. So now she's gonna be 2 levels higher, and she starts in after Thanksgiving week. So, oh, I'm so sorry.
I actually don't have music.
So,
Being a little dangerous with the cars.
so yeah, we're all set and all good to go. Are you excited?
Yeah.
So now we're all in an activity. We just gotta get the hubs in his extracurricular.
Gang, gang.
I just finished my skincare routine. You hear my grandson in the background? Are you okay, baby? He FaceTimes me every day, like several times a day. Anyway, I just finished doing my skincare routine. I wanted to film it for Kiehls so that, you know, if they wanted to run ads on it or use it, they could. But also I wanted to film for Foreo because for Black Friday, they're having a 35% off for their LED light therapy mask using my code. That is a code exclusive for me. I believe it's Jill35. I'll put it on the screen, but that's what I'm doing. I kind of have to wait for everything to marinate before I do my makeup because when you're fresh off the skincare, you know, and your face is greasy, your eyebrows don't stick. So I gotta wait a little bit, but we have some errands to run. I wanted to talk to you guys about the movie, the pre-screening for Wicked. Alakai baby, come back to the screen. Tell everybody hi.
Everybody, hi.
Can I call you back?
No. Why?
Because so I could finish working a little bit. Can I call you back?
No.
No? Why?
Because I said so.
Because you said so. So you run me now.
No, I'm not going to hang up.
You're not gonna hang up?
No.
Okay, stay right there then.
And I will.
You will? Okay, stay right here. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so apparently I can't hang up. Anyways, when we went to the screening, we got these really cool crew necks. They're so high quality. They had this one for Galinda, and then they had the green one for Elphaba. This one has the green writing. The green one had the pink writing. It was really cute. I got one and my daughter got one. And then they also had these, where are they? I think they were celebrating an anniversary or something like that because we also got these little pins. I'm gonna definitely use this. Ooh, the sun just went behind the clouds. I'm definitely gonna use this in my pin collection when I pin one of my like blazers or denim jackets or something like that. And then something that I got from YouTube that I forgot to show you guys was in this box right here, and it was an LED kind of like light. It lights up. I haven't plugged it in yet to see how it works or what it looks like, but I have one like this that says shorts on it. So this is like what I have to add to the collection. I also have like a disco ball or something like that. Every time I go to the headquarters at YouTube or I go to YouTube specific events, I always get like merch. I have towels, I have blankets, I have pillows, I have things like that. So now I have something to add to my keepsake collection. I think it's super cute. So today we have to run a couple errands because I want to start investigating Christmas decor. I feel a little bit behind because normally by now I feel like I would have gotten what I need to decorate, but I really want to add to my Christmas decor for this year. Now I was gonna fully dive into the Ralph Lauren Christmas aesthetic. However, I wanted to create something that was inspired by that, but not exactly that. So, what are you eating? Oh, okay. I wanted to create something that was inspired by that, but not exactly that. So we're going to take some touches from that, but we're not going to fully dive in all the way. I'm gonna dabble in a little bit of tartan, but we'll see. So I want to go to the thrift store today to kind of find some pieces that I need. My coffee table is looking very sad because the stuff that I had on it I was using to decorate in other areas of my house. So there is something I want to get for my coffee table from Amazon, which I am actually going to go ahead and order. It is a acrylic magazine. Well, it's not for magazines. It's an acrylic file shelving thing, but I'm gonna use it for my magazines on the coffee table. I think that'll look really, really cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that. I think it should be here in the next couple days. Hello.
Oh, you look nice. I like the way your little top ponytail is doing that.
I had refilmed my skincare.
Yeah, it's like perfectly.
You wanna say hi to the vlog?
Oh, you vlogging?
Mm-hmm.
You already know what time it is, y'all. It's Nina Does the Most. Follow me on all platforms. If this come out before Black Friday, you better use my cousin's affiliate links. Go ahead and link something right here at this timestamp, girl. Slap the link below.
The ultimate TikTok shop creator. You guys, we're about to head out and do some Christmas shopping. Finally, I am finally ready to do some Christmas decor shopping. This is the outfit. Of course, we got to mention what I'm wearing for fragrance. It is powdery vanilla. This scent, you guys, is so good. I get so many compliments every single time I wear this when I'm out. I do believe Dossier is having a lot of sales for Black Friday, so check them out. They are currently, as we're talking right now, running a 40% off site-wide with the code SECRET40. I don't know if at the time you see this video, the sale will still be going on, but I'll have them linked down below just in case. These are not sponsored, but I'm telling you guys because all the sales are going on right now, and if you have been watching me wear these things and you want them, I'm trying to put you on, okay? So this Quince bag, and this is part of the outfit today, matches this vintage vest that I'm wearing actually pretty perfectly. I love the weaved leather detail. So cute. The shoes that I'm wearing are also the same weave leather detail. They actually have this bag in black. So if you wanted to do a matching shoe moment, you definitely could do that. These are the two items from Quince that if I were you, I would go check out on the website, see if they have a sale going. The skirt is a slip skirt that I got a couple years ago from Target. And I told you guys, I've been determined to wear my clothes. The buttons on the vest are gold, but because of the outfit I was gonna wear earlier, I had committed to silver jewelry. So we're doing a two-tone thing. Necklaces are two-tone, watches two-tone, which is Pascal, by the way. You guys know I wear this watch every single day. I also have a discount code for Pascal. Oh my God, I sound like a QVC ad. Listen, I'm not trying to be a QVC ad. I'm just trying to tell you guys like what I'm wearing and the fact that I do have discount codes for everything. So you see me, you know that I wear these things all the time. I am not just trying to sell you something, I promise. But everything is on sale right now. There's so many good deals to be had. So my watch by Pascal that I always wear, link down below with a code. Bag, shoes, Quince, link down below. I don't know if I have a code. I will check. And then what else do I have? Oh, Dossier. Yeah, check them out. We're about to go. Got the keys. I need to actually go put on my rings. I don't have any of my rings on. We're gonna be running around doing some errands today. We're gonna be running around doing some errands today. I need to stop at Marshall's because I have to do a return. And then I'll see what they have like holiday wise there. But I'm really trying to thrift the majority of my like Christmas holiday decor and whatnot. So we're gonna see. I told you guys already that I'm trying to loosely lean on the Ralph Lauren Christmas, but after much deliberation and introspection, I have decided I'm not going to fully dive into that aesthetic, but I will take certain elements and aspects about it that I love. Let me show you my coffee table. So this is my coffee table. The plan is still there, but I had other things on here that I have since moved to other places. It's really look. We got to do a lot of rearranging and organizing, but I put this right here because I just like it better. This box right here was on the coffee table, but I moved it here as well. This is Azrael. We're gonna deal with that. I actually thrifted this because I did want something long right here. Now I'm not so sure that I like it. These are like little coasters I've thrifted. This is staying here, but this is the part that I love. I love having this lamp right here because I just like the way it lights the coffee bar area just enough that I can see what I'm doing, because I hate the harsh light that's very, very orangey yellow that's in here. We're definitely going to be getting those changed. So yeah, this lamp here is perfect. I love the vibe that it gives to this area. So yeah, This is kind of like what's going on here, but this is definitely not staying. The only thing that will likely stay is this right here, because I like that there. And even possibly this dried arrangement. Everything else up for debate. I am thinking about making some changes over here. I'm just not 100% sure. I love these candelabras. I have been struggling with where I want to put these. For right now, they're here. I just don't love it right here. I feel like there's a better place for these. I just have not found it yet. And then as far as these lamps right here, we still have not figured out where we're going to put those. Cowhide lampshade, perfect for the Ralph Lauren aesthetic, but we need to find a better base. I don't think, I mean, it could go on one of these, but I would rather keep these as a matching pair. Now, this is something really cool. So we put the books that I got from, or the Louvre book that I got from Thrifting here. But do you see these? These are some wooden figurines my husband got when he was deployed to Afghanistan when he was in the military. I found them in the garage, so I had to display them because I think they are so cool. And we're just going to leave those here. He also has like a prayer rug that he got from when he was out there that I'm going to frame and get hung on the wall. But this is kind of like what is here. This was never supposed to be a permanent situation, just temporary, but so far it's kind of just organically come together. This was right here. Hold on, let me move out the way. That metal tray right here, that one was actually on the coffee table. I moved it because I'm going to be redoing the coffee table decor. So yeah, this is kind of like where we're at so far. I'm trying my best to get my thoughts together for what I want to do for the decor, because I don't want to spend too much and I don't want to just get things to get them. I'm building a Christmas decor collection that I want to have for years and years and years to come. So every year I'm building upon what I already have. I'm not changing themes every year. And that's why I really wanted to be careful fully leaning into that Ralph Lauren Christmas, because I don't want to be stuck in that every single year, just in case I changed my mind. So there's things about it I really like. And so I've chosen to lean into the aspects of it that I really, really like, and then just add in more of the things that I love. That's me. So I can come up with the Davis Manor Christmas. You know, we got to make it look like Davis Manor. We can't make it look like Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren don't live here. The Davises do, you know? I realized that I did not show you guys what we got from the thrift store, so I'll show you those items when we get back. But right now, me and my husband, we're going to grab a bite to eat. I've hijacked his like little situation. He really wanted to go to Salada, but at the last minute, I really had a craving for Jinya ramen. So now we're going to Jinya ramen. I feel kind of bad, but like, I just really want Jinya, and he keeps saying we can just go there. So
You might want to put the,
Huh.
You might want to put the stuff in the dryer.
Oh, we need to put our thrift finds in the dryer. Let's do that. And then we're going to go. And then I'm going to come back and show you guys what we got. We got a head start on some Christmas decor. I was able to find some really, really cool things for the Christmas decor. So I cannot wait to show you guys those things and where I have placed them for now. So we'll chat soon. Super full from eating, babe.
Yeah.
I told them about how you really didn't want to go here. Thoughts?
Man, I'm full. I wish I could have had something lighter, but it was alright. It wasn't bad.
He said he didn't remember us eating here before. I tried to tell him we have eaten here before, but I ordered his food for him. So I feel like he said he would get it again.
Yeah, I definitely get that again. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just tired and full.
Those Brussels sprouts.
The Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts were so good.
I think that's what got me full first.
Yeah, because the Brussels sprout, I feel like we could have shared a bowl of ramen.
Yeah, but yours was a little bit more complicated than mine.
Mine wasn't that complicated. It was still a chicken ramen.
It was different.
Well, we're gonna go pick up our other child, and then when we get home I'll show you guys what we thrifted. And if I get too tired and somehow some way the next clip is the next day, just know I got home, I crashed out, and
No, please don't crash out.
and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So we did a heavy sourdough feeding today. We're on day like 11 or 12, and I came home and the top was halfway off because it had literally doubled in size. Look at that. You see? So we are almost at the point where we can bake with it. We have probably about another like 4 to 5 days, so it's peaked. I'm gonna wait for it to go back down. That way I can discard half of it and then feed it again. It needs to rise and do this exact thing for another 2 to 3 days before we know that it's ready to bake, but we are on track. Smells like sourdough. Look at that. Can you see? I'm so proud of myself. I really am. So, cool. Looks like we're doing what we need to do. I'm gonna show you guys what I got at the thrift store. Even though I'm like so tired right now, honestly, I just want to like lay down. And I do have some schoolwork, but I want to show you guys what I got, and then I'll show you the clothing items, and then when I get some time tomorrow, I'm gonna try and style them into outfits so that during this portion of the video I have the photos to show you guys like what it looks like. So let's go into the living room. I was about to take you guys into the living room, but then I realized I hadn't shown you guys the stuff that was in here. So first things first is this tray right here. As you can see, it has this copper detail. I love this. It's going to look amazing on my coffee table. I think I'm gonna put it on my coffee table or my buffet under the really big painting. But this is such a funny story because I was in the thrift store and I saw it sitting on like a bottom shelf, and there was like a woman kind of like hovering in front of it, but she wasn't really doing anything. And I'm standing there from a distance kind of like looking at it because I wanted to see how much it was, and I saw like a number 5 on it, and I'm like, is that $5? Like, because that's a good deal for $5, especially in the thrift store these days. So I'm looking, and she is kind of like rocking from side to side, so I'm kind of having to like navigate around her until finally I just go forward and I reach down for it. And as soon as I'm reaching down for it, she calls somebody's name and reaches down for it as well, but I got it first. You snooze, you lose. And as I'm picking it up, like I picked it up, and I'm picking it up like this to look at it, she's looking at me like, no, this chick didn't. And I'm like, yes, I did, because you were standing in front of it for a full like 2 minutes pondering. You were thinking too long. So I grabbed it. And so the woman who she had called, I think may have been like her sister or something like that. She was like, what? She was like, oh, I was just gonna tell you how pretty the tray was. She was like, what tray? She was like, the one she's holding. And I'm just sitting there looking at it like, you're not gonna eye contact me into giving it to you, because you snooze, you lose. So I'm sitting there holding it, and I'm like, at this point, I'm like, oh, it's $5, I'm getting it, because it's so hard to come across. First of all, these for $5 is insane, but also with this type of like copper detailing, let me see if I can show you again. Yeah, because I always see these in silver, but I rarely see them in this color, especially for less than $10. Like, I see these in the antique stores all the time, but they're always around like $40 to $75-ish. So when I saw 5, I was like, oh, she's taking it, I'm taking it. So I got that. I'm gonna use it, like I said, for the Christmas decor, but you're gonna see that I have a whole entire like copper theme going. So let me show you some of the other things I got. I'm gonna show you a before picture of what this looks like right here. So when I saw these and I felt the weight of it, I'm like, I think that this is copper. Like, this has to be, or brass. This is also brass, this tray. I think I've been saying copper, it's brass. But when I felt these, I'm like, I think this is 100% brass, just because of the weight of it and what it looked like. and I saw that it was super tarnished, but I'm like, I think I can polish these up. First of all, I only found 2, but then I found the 3rd one in a completely different spot in the store. There was probably a 4th one somewhere, but I just did not have the capacity to look for it. But I brought it home, used some Barkeeper's Friend, baking soda, and lemon juice, and I scrubbed the heck out of these and was able to bring them back to life. So, as you can see, I have 3 of them, and they even have, you can see right here, the thing at the bottom that says solid brass. So these are 100% solid brass. Did a little Etsy search, found out they are actually quite pricey and valuable. So I'm happy that I was able to snag these. Now there is this type of candle that looks like sand. It's called photo candle or something like that. I would love to turn these into candles by pouring the sand in and doing the wick. I might do something like that. I might try to find a cheaper version of it on Amazon that'll get to me faster, but fully plan on doing something with these for my Christmas decor. Yeah, they're so cute. I love them. And then, as you guys know, I have the Culver whiskey glasses in my bar that are green and gold. Those are like, for the set that I have, it would cost like $600, and I do have a set of 6, so like $100 per glass. I actually came across 3 of the tall glass versions. This one is green, blue, and gold. So matches those. It's only the 3, which I'm kind of sad about. I wish it was at least like 4, but I am going to do a situation where I put these in the bar and do 3 of the small ones, 3 of the big ones. So I got these, and again, they're still easily like $80 to $100 per glass. So yeah, I was very happy to find these and they not be astronomical in price. And then last but not least, you guys know in here, I have all of my Avon glass. It's the red color. I have smaller saucers, but I don't have like the big plates. So I came across these in the thrift, and it's interesting because these are made in France and by the same maker who makes these like orangey colored ones, because they're the same glass maker. These also say France at the bottom, like these say France. And so when I saw these, I was like, okay, I have to get these because they match my other red Avon glassware so perfectly. So I have these now to add to the set, and anytime I come across the red sets that I feel like can complete what I already have, I'm just collecting at this point. So putting these in here, all the pretty glasses in here at this point. But yeah, I'm a collector at this point. Milk glass, the red glass, the orangey one that I just showed you, and just like, I love collecting crystal. Oh, and carnival glass. I also collect carnival glass, which is this. So yeah, that is the items that I got from the thrift store, like as far as like dishware, but I do have some other home decor items that I'm going to show you in the living room. Now we can go and I can show you what those are. The next item I'm going to show you is lighting. Well, 2 pieces of lighting. I cannot believe I lucked up on this lighting. The first thing that drew me to it was the shape of it. Here's the first one. So this is the first one right here. It is 100% brass. It is so heavy, and I knew it was quality the second I looked at it and I tried to pick it up. I'm like, this has some weight to it. So of course, you know, I did a little Googles online and found out exactly how expensive this type of lighting is. It already had the lampshade on it, and then I just loved the shape of this. It is so pretty, 100% brass. The other piece of lighting that we were able to get, this one is my favorite one. This is the one that started it all. Look at this shape. This shape is insane. And when I tell you the weight, like this is so heavy. It is so heavy. I needed a basket to carry them to my car. Like that's how heavy it is. Now this one actually did not have a lampshade on it, and it didn't work. It didn't work at all. So this is the lampshade that I already had. This is the cowhide lampshade that you guys saw me thrift. So pretty. This particular lampshade was $75 at the thrift store that I had initially seen it at, but it was like 75% off. So I ended up getting it for like $17. Don't hit me on the math, okay? But I ended up getting it for like less than $20 basically. And I know how expensive these cowhide lampshades are. So when I saw this with no lampshade, I was like, oh, this is perfect. Now, of course, like I said, it did not, hold on, let me set you guys right here. Where are we setting you? Right here. So of course, like I said, this lamp did not work. And so I was like, you know what though? Based on how much the lamp is worth. So I did a little search, and these 100% brass lamps, especially of this size and stature, they go online, resell anywhere between like $600 and $800 each. Each. And I could totally see. And when I was going through, like, I love the whole Ralph Lauren Christmas. I told you guys we will be doing aspects of a Ralph Lauren Christmas, but I'm not going full-blown Ralph Lauren Christmas. I'm just taking pieces of it that I actually love. But what I did do is I looked at like Ralph Lauren home and how Ralph Lauren's home, his actual home, is designed, and it's a ton of vintage things, very curated, very like antique and just interesting high quality pieces, which is very much my style. And I'm like, you know what, we actually have very similar home styles. And when I was looking at his home styles and that just type of home decor as a whole, these types of lamps are prevalent in the home design. So I was like, oh, this is perfect for what I'm actually going for. Not only is this going to elevate my Christmas decor, but this is going to elevate my home decor year round as a whole. So I had to get these, and I could not believe the price. But you see that it's on and you're wondering, well, Jillian, how did you manage to get the light to turn on? I'm going to show you. Sorry, I had to lift you guys up. So I got these battery operated lights right here. They do have a USB port for charging. Now let me tell you the cool thing about this one. This actually twists off, and there is a sticker that comes that's magnetic right here that you take that part, you stick it to the wall, and you can literally stick this flat to the wall in order to have a light anywhere that you want it. So if I wanted to put these in my closet or on shelving or whatever, I actually might get one of these for the bar area, because this situation right here where the cups are, I really wish there was a light up there to kind of like shine down on the glassware. So this might actually be the ticket. But not only that, it comes with a remote controller where you can actually change the light to different colors. So that's what I have in this lamp right here. It came in a 2-pack. This is the other one. I'm actually going to put this one in my light in the corner of my living room, because that light is a daylight light bulb, and I love the warm hue of these. So this, you can see, it actually controls both of them at the same time. So I need to, like, you know, hold on. Let's fix it. Turn it warm. So it controls both of them. So I have a feeling if I were to turn them both blue, yeah, it turns them both blue, turns them both green, warm. So one controller controls both of them. That's the only thing. You know, I don't think that's going to be annoying, because I feel like if I turn this on, I'm going to want to turn them both on. And there is a way for me to turn this one off and this one on. So there is actually a button on the side right here where I can manually turn this one off without turning everything off. So I'm gonna actually go put this one in the corner over there, but that's how I got a light in this lamp. As you can see, it just really goes with the decor. Like, it is so pretty. I love it. And then to have that one in the background right there. Now, do you guys remember the other lamp that used to be in there? I'll insert a picture if you guys forgot. So I thought to myself, like, you know, I wanted to put that one over there to see what it looked like. And in moving it, that lamp, the top portion of that lamp toppled over, fell onto the carpet, and shattered. So that lamp is kind of like no more. I'm gonna have to do an extensive amount of research and searching online if I want to find a replacement top for that. And even then, it's not probably gonna look the same. So I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with that. Even if it comes down to me repainting it and trying to find something creative to do with it, I'm not gonna get rid of it, but I am gonna find another way to repurpose it. Let's put this I'm gonna put you guys back on the tripod, but we're gonna put this in the corner, and then you guys can kind of get a sense of my entire living room and what we're going for. This is a real full view of my living room. I don't think this is gonna work. Okay. That light is not gonna work. And the reason it's not gonna work is because of the shape. This is the original light bulb. It kind of goes in there. That one has an interesting shape to it. So I'm gonna try to turn the wattage on this one down to see if it helps. I mean, I guess. So my problem with that light before was the fact that it was a daylight light bulb. But here's the thing, this bulb, you can dim it. And I just feel like sometimes it just seems too bright in that corner, but I'll show you guys. You guys see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. We'll see. Let me show you closer. This is what this corner looks like when I light it up at night. It's cool, but I just really wish I had a more dimmable light. So we're gonna have to like look into that. But that being said, since this isn't gonna go over there, let's try to put it in the bar area and see if it lights the glasses up like I want. All right, so I might need a little step stool or whatever. This is what comes with it. You basically, it's magnetic. So I need to put this up here in the middle. Let me get a step stool. All right, we're gonna hope for the best here. Let me see. I think that's about middle. That went up so easy. I wonder if there's metal in here because, yo, that's actually great. Hold on. All right. Hold on. Let's see. It's the controller. I think we just did something there. Hold up. I think we just inadvertently did something there. So now this can be lit. It's lit. It could be lit. That's so dope, but okay. We could turn it colors. I think we just did something. So, okay. I'll link the light bulbs down below if you guys are interested. I love the versatility of them. I love it. It was only like $14 or $15 for a pack of 2, which I think is great. And then you get a controller. So, yeah, we done did something here. I love that. Let me see what it looks like if I turn this light off. That's so cute. Hold on, let's try a different color. Let's try orange, purple, blue, green. Look, we can be very festive with it. I love this. I am so excited. Oh my gosh, this brings me so much joy. So I think I'm gonna do it like this for now. This is very classy. But I am so pumped about this. Like, I'm like, where else can I put them? I want to find somewhere else to put some light bulbs. So that being said though, okay, cool. Doesn't get in the way of the glasses because the other glasses that match these right here, I'm gonna put them in here. You guys, I just discovered there's a button I could push where it just smoothly changes between all the colors. Look at this. That's so dope. I'm very pleased. I'm glad it didn't work out in the corner one because now we have this. I'm loving it. Party at Jill's house in the bar. Okay. I put the glasses up right here and I'm really loving the way the whole thing looks together. I think it's so festive. Everything over here is like red, green, blue, gold. It's giving Christmas, honestly. I'm just missing my other little coffee cup like this. I have another one, so I need to wash that, put it up here. Once I add that, this whole entire area will be complete. But there will always be a situation where there's glasses missing because this is all a working bar. Like, I actually use the glasses that are right here, which is why they are right here, they're not just here to look pretty. So sometimes it'll look a little snaggletooth, but you know, like it's a working bar. We use it, you know? So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys what it actually looked like finished. And I think what I'm gonna do is show you guys the clothing items tomorrow, because I really am just so tired. So I want to try them on and be able to do them justice. And then I want to show you guys everything in the daytime, because right now it's night. So yeah. It is a few days before Thanksgiving and we're heading off to the meat market to go get the, what are you making again? Is it
Likely tri-tip.
Tri-tip or brisket? Tri-tip? What's the difference between brisket and tri-tip?
It's a little bigger. Brisket's, it's a different cut.
Well, we're headed to the meat market to get some meat for Thanksgiving. This is our contribution to the Thanksgiving dinner, and it is storming. Like, the thundering and lightning is so loud, it's actually insane. But yeah, I want to go and kind of like see what's inside. I just did a fresh flat iron, so we're not trying to get the hair wet. Look at this. Look at this sweater with the hood. Now, when I first thrifted this several years ago, probably 5 years ago or so, I never wore it up with the hood like this. I always just thought, oh, it's a really big cow neck. But now that this type of hood is trending, I saw this when I was unpacking my sweaters and I'm like, wait a minute, I think I could really do that with this sweater. And it's so cute. I'm gonna have to show you guys when we get back home. Oh, that lightning was thick. I'm gonna have to show you guys this outfit when we get home. You guys, tornado forming. Oh, yo, we're heading back home. We're not going to the meat market just yet. It's crazy. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I was clowning my mom. My mom was like, oh, you guys need to get back home. I'm like, nah, I'll let you know if I end up in Oz. Not taking it seriously at all. And now we're going back home. We're gonna wait this one out. We've gotten like 3 warnings on our phone and it's crazy. All right, we're back on the road. We think the danger has passed, but that was kind of crazy because it was like we kept getting warning after warning, like they were dropping down in different places like near us. So that was kind of creepy. Like I admittedly, and I should, but I don't always take them seriously. But that was like the one time that I was like, oh, maybe I need to take it a little bit more seriously. So now we're actually on the way to the meat market. Chick-fil-A kids meal. Perfect amount. You want my toy, Azzy?
Oh, where you headed from? Where you heading from? Or to? Oh.
Probably.
Yeah, that makes sense. Right.
So hungry. My first time eating today. All right, we're at Smitty's Meat Market. It's the same meat market we went to last time, and the meat was really good. Hickory smoked chicken. Lots of choices. It smells so good in here. Oh my goodness. It just smells like smoky meats. Barbecue meats. And they have like so many different like pre-prepared things like stuffed bell peppers. There's this Italian stuffed mushroom that looks fire. I'll be in here buying up everything. Supposed to bring enough for everybody. All right, come closer. I see we're gonna do a taste test. Oh, you have. She's been wanting to try the Dubai chocolate for a minute, and obviously we're not going to Dubai, so this is about as good as it's gonna get. They had one in there. It's pretty thick. You want to do the honors of breaking it? No? Yeah. Come closer. You gotta break it on camera. I'm gonna hold one side and you're gonna hold the other side. Yeah. Come on. Come closer. So you're gonna hold the other half and we're gonna break it together, okay? You gotta hold it tight. All right, ready to try?
Is that good try?
No, he doesn't care about stuff like this.
I'll eat my salad.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
What it tastes like?
Chocolate and
Chocolate.
crunchy stuff.
Pistachio.
Is it like a bold taste or what?
It's like,
Smooth pistachio.
I know it's pistachio, but like, it's nutty. But you know how dark chocolate isn't as sweet as milk chocolate?
Why did you have to get the bigger piece and I got the smaller one?
I'm not about to eat this whole thing.
Then count the rest.
No,
You
you don't
you're
need
not
that much
okay.
chocolate. It's about as much chocolate as you need. It needs the dark chocolate because of how sweet the inside is. So if the chocolate was sweeter, it would be too sweet. I mean, it's good. Like, the way people were
There's
raving.
never too much sweetness.
You know what? You know the crunch bars?
Mm-hmm.
And how you would like suck the chocolate and then get to the crunch and chew
I
it?
don't suck chocolate.
It does
It's
that.
crazy.
That's what it reminds me of though. The crunch.
Okay. You gotta remember who you talking to.
See, that's not where my mind was at though. Mine in the gutter. Alright, that's about all I'm gonna eat.
Yes, thanks.
I'm gonna save it.
It's on the top.
Decoration.
Tastes like gold. Oh, okay.
It's cool. Alright, because this is the easiest item to show you right now, this is the first item that I thrifted. Look at this detail in the leather. So this does have real fur, but it also has feathers. And when I saw this, honestly, I wasn't gonna get it. I was just like, you know what, that looks really cool. Let me just try it on just for funsies. I should have never did that because funsies turned into keepsies. But I like saw this and I was like, oh, we need to 100% get this. Hold on, let me give you the full effect. I'm pulling up the hood because there we go. Look at this. Look at this. It's really giving everything I wanted it to give. And I just love the length of it. I love the color. And I know I'd be saying this, but I really don't have anything like this. I don't. So I felt like I needed to get it. I like the scrunch detail right here also. Sorry if the light is bright, but I just wanted you guys to be able to really see it. I'll definitely be wearing it. I'm going to keep this out. But yeah, I like this because the thing about it is this is, yes, it's a leather jacket. I have a ton of leather jackets. I have a ton of fur jackets, but I don't have a lot of the like leather fur combination. And the fact that this one also had feathers incorporated into the collar like really sold me. So yeah, this is item number one. I only have 2 more items. You know, your girl had a lot of self-control in the thrift store because I was really trying to focus on just my holiday decor. I thrifted this top fully planning on wearing it as a dress. I loved how slim fitting it was. I do have on like bike shorts underneath this, but with these Alexander McQueen boots and this jacket that I thrift flipped and like a little hat, I love how edgy this looks. And this was what I was thinking in my mind when I got it, but it does also go well with jeans if I wanted to style it that way. But I just love this. I love this so much. And I feel like it's so fitting because it's Ralph Lauren. This is Chaps Ralph Lauren. This is the Tartan Christmas plaid pattern, which I really love. And I just think it's perfect for the holiday season. So when I saw this, I was like, yeah, absolutely, we need to get this. This is a perfect example of shopping in the off season. I saw this and thought spring, summer. It's the fall winter right now, so most people wouldn't even be paying attention to stuff like this, but This dress is so cute. It's one of the original like one shoulder dresses. This is vintage from the early 90s. So I saw this, had to get it because, you know, they don't really make them like this anymore. But I saw this and I loved it, so I had to pick it up. I know I said 3 items, but I actually have a 4th. It's this 100% merino wool Brooks Brothers men's long sleeve. I love picking up Brooks Brothers because I feel like they always use high quality materials. They are using merino wools, cashmeres, cottons. Every single time I see a piece, the material is always just really good. So I love picking up stuff like this. I like styling it with like a black baseball cap. And this one has a few buttons in the front, so you could button it all the way up or leave it more casual like this. This feels like loungewear, but it doesn't look like loungewear. So if I were to add, say, like a black leather jacket, a black ankle boot, and a really nice bag, it really gives elevated. And like I tried, especially if I did like chunky gold jewelry and a necklace and things like that. I love pieces like that for that reason, because they're so easy to dress up or dress down, and they will stand the test of time in your wardrobe for years and years and years to come. So this is the last item that I picked up, and I feel like I did really good. We definitely could have gotten a lot more out of control with what we picked. But, you know, 4 items that are part of my, this will definitely be things that I keep in my wardrobe forever. So I love everything that I got, and I don't regret not one piece. That is the haul. So I realized that a lot of success and a lot of being able to focus is really about habits and habit stacking, managing your time appropriately, but also setting yourself up for success. Sometimes you have to do the thing you don't want to do in order to be successful in the thing that you do want to do. And this seems like a no-brainer, but it's just one of those things that I feel like we need constant reminders of, you know? I made it a point this week to get up and just do the things I needed to do when I needed to do that, and like not get sidetracked on anything else. Just like do the list of things you know you want to do this week, Jill, so that you can feel accomplished when it gets to the end of the week. And I have to say, like, it did a world of good for my productivity and the way that I felt, because even when I was doing things that I did not want to do at the time, like after I was done doing it, I felt so much relief. And all of the just anxiety that I would feel every single week of like, oh my God, I have so many things I need to do and I feel like I'm not getting anything done. Like all of that anxiety and the lack of focus and all of that dissipated when I really just created a list, did what I needed to do, did it whether I wanted to do it or not, whether I felt like doing it or not, and then just kept moving on with my day. Like, it really helps to ease your anxiety and just any type of like anxious feeling or feeling down on yourself, like all of those just ugly negative feelings. Like, it really stems from, for me, because again, these are all very nuanced things, but for me, it really stems from focusing on doing what's directly in front of you and not being so focused on what's so far ahead, because the step you take today is going to be the step your future self thanks you for months, years from now. You know, like, it really is a daily walk. And if you make it a point to focus on the task at hand and what you need to do for that day, instead of becoming so obsessed with the future and things that have not happened yet, it just makes it so much easier to do what you need to do, get it done, and feel accomplished. And I think that's why the scripture, today's troubles are enough for today, let tomorrow's problems handle tomorrow, or something like that. I'm so severely paraphrasing that, but you get what I'm saying. There is a scripture that literally talks about living in the moment, because the moment is all you have. A lot of us are so arrogant as to think that we may actually wake up tomorrow. Like, tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. So why are you focused on tomorrow when you could really be dealing with today? And everything you do today is going to help your future self tomorrow, in a day, a week, a month, a year. Like, all of that is really hinging upon what you do today. So I have started telling myself, when it comes to things that I need to do for the day, how will your future self thank you, Jill, for getting this done today? Will your future self thank you for putting in the extra effort and energy on doing this task well today? Will your future self thank you for getting through this list of items that you need to do today? You know, I think about my future self and my today's actions and how they play a role with each other. And this has really helped me kind of focus on the things that matter. Even when it comes down to spending time with my kids, spending time with my husband, you know, having family time and prioritizing that. My kids in the future are going to thank the Jill today that prioritized family time and an activity and putting my phone down to hear their like silly little stories about school or entertain the conversations that they're trying to have. Like it's all about being present in the moment. And I think with the way the world moves so fast, sometimes we lose sight of that. And I just feel like after the week that I've had and all of the different revelation that I've had this week, it felt really good to know that there is so much joy and so much happiness and so much revelation and learning that takes place when you simply live in the moment